Hello, future toppers. Let's make maths simple, intuitive, and fun together. So, we got wholesome new problem which says in a regular hexagon A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay, so we have a regular hexagon named as A, B, C, D, E, F. So, it is A, B, C, D, E, F. Regular means what? Regular means all sides are equal. Okay, and if you wish to draw regular hexagon, heptagon, octagon, nonagon, how we will extract? First we will draw a triangle, sorry, first we will draw a circle. Okay, and then we will take that many distinct points. If we need hexagon, we will take 6 distinct points which will be at equal distance, and we will connect those dots, consecutive dots, adjacent dots, by a straight line. We will end up having a regular hexagon, heptagon, octagon, and so on so forth. Okay, now the idea is these guys are saying that AB vector is A vector, so this vector is A vector. Then we have BC vector as B vector for some scalar x and y. So you guys will use scalar means number. Okay, the x and y are the numbers. The vector CE. CE means what? C is the initial point, E is the terminal point. CE. So this CE can be written as x times A vector and y times B vector. Okay, x times A vector and y times B vector. Okay, then you need to find out x plus y whole square. So before finding this thing, we need to find out the value of x and y. Okay, so suppose that we need to crack who is CE. So we will put this thing on the left hand side. Now be super slow. So you know that this is a center. So if it is a regular hexagon, it will make certain angle, means it will have some angle. So find out those angles first. So can I say that it is 180 n minus 2 by n? So each angle will be this, and n is what? The number of sides, 6. So can I write 6 threes are 18, and this is 4, so it is 120 degree. So can I say that this is 120 degree? Now be super slow. Can I connect this with this? That was the center. Okay, can I connect this with this? Okay, now don't you think that I'll use one more line? Okay, look at this. Don't you think that these two consecutive triangles are congruent? Okay, because both radius are equal. So can I say that this angle will be equal to this angle, 60 degree? So if this is 60, this is 60, and if both are 60, this triangle will end up having this as 60. So if this is 60, this is 60, so it's a parallelogram because it is making z over here. You got my point? Okay, alternate interior angle. So can I say that this thing and this thing are same, this thing and this thing are same? So just ignore everything. Can you tell me the value of OC vector? So it will be vector A. Similarly, focus on this parallelogram. This will also be a parallelogram. Okay, now can you tell me about FO vector? It is a vector, correct? Now, so we got OC and OF. Okay, so can you tell me the vector uh, FC? FC is what? 2 times A vector, correct? I hope till this part you guys are okay. Now, you know that, look at this part. I will connect this and I'll connect CE. So this side, one side is equal to one side, this side is equal to this side is equal to this side. Okay. Similarly, if you'll observe, this thing and this thing will be equal and parallel. So can I say that FE vector, okay, will become B vector? Okay. Now you have to ignore everything else and just focus over here. You need what? CF vector. So suppose CF vector is a resultant vector. So you need two vectors. But if you will try to recall, you used to have two vectors, vector A, then another vector should initiate from the head of the first vector and then tail with head, correct? So if you will observe CE vector, it is not going in that direction. So can I change the direction? If the resultant is CE, so just focus on CF. If we will reverse, okay, means I will write, can I write CF vector plus FE vector? Just think about it. So CF means starting from C going to F, end at F. And the next vector starts from F. So it's okay. So this is correct. You know that FC vector is 2A. So CF vector will be what? Minus of that one. Minus 2A vector. And FE is FE, B vector. Now you guys can compare and you guys can find out the value of X as minus 2 and the value of Y as 1. So we got our X and Y. Now you guys can manipulate things accordingly. I hope the idea is clear and you guys can handle similar situations. So see you guys in next session of Mathflix.